Hello, traders. Good morning. Welcome to our live webinar at Elite Currency. My name is Svorcik, and we're going to take a look at our performance of our trading systems in the Forex and CFD markets of June 2024, which, of course, completes the second quarter of this year. All right, so let's take a look at those results first of all, and then we'll take a look at the Euro-Dollar and Bitcoin technical analysis charts as well. All right, here you have an overview of all of our systems. So let's start from the top. There's 7 in total. In the middle column, you will see the performance in June. And on the right, you'll see the total performance as of the 12th of July, today when I'm recording this webinar. So at the top, Flagship in the last 12 months has made just a little bit more than 50%. Solid gain. Maybe not as much, as high as we've had in the years before. Keep in mind, we've been trading this for more than 4.5 years. And in November, we'll be celebrating actually the 5th year anniversary in November this year, because we started in November 2019. So every year, solid performance, positive record, and this year too. But I think in general, a little bit less than the years before. So, but still, nothing to complain about with plus 50 there in the last previous 12 months. Specifically in June, we had my average aggregate performance across all my accounts was plus 2.38 weighted average. Okay, so some accounts had a little bit higher, some accounts had a bit lower, but if you count them all together, the average is that plus 2.38. We'll take a look at each of these accounts one by one in just a minute. Now, number 2, Athena EA. We've been trading now for almost 2.5 years. It has gained plus 120% so far, and its June performance was a little bit more than 2%. So very good as well. Cronus EA, almost 2.5% in June. It's up more than 66% in just a little bit more than a year. So that's even outpacing Flagship at the moment. That's a job well done from Cronus EA. Hades EA, almost 2%, made 50% in a little bit more time though, 1 year and 5 months. That's number 4. Number 5, Hermes EA, made a little bit more than 1.5%. Its gain is almost plus 27% in 9 months. So yeah, we have to wait a couple of more months, I think, to say something solid about this when we reach the 1 year mark. Zeus EA had a loss in June, minus 7.5%. It's still up almost 18% in 11 months, but its average performance per month certainly took a beating, a hit there in June. And ECS Signals is the least interesting one, where we've been almost trading for 2 years with almost no gain. So that's not really something that's interesting, but we keep monitoring it just in case. All right, so Flagship performance. Here you see when I log in, basically, my performance. Okay, I'm not paying any profit share because, of course, we are the creator of the EAs, but if you choose for Flagship, you will have to pay a profit share fee. But the good news is you only pay the fee when there is a profit. So that is a win-win kind of model, which I like. As you can see, I think this is what you see when you join Elite Currency as a member and you log into the members area. You will see these stats and much more in the members area. It's quite new. It's 6 to 12 months old, I think. And you have a lot of options there to monitor your accounts and your performance. So definitely recommend that. And yeah, it's been basically in those, I think this is monitoring and measuring it for a little bit like 2 years or so, plus minus. As you can see, the profit and the loss is almost plus 120%. In terms of real dollar amounts, that's plus $276,000. And my balance at this moment is more than $500,000, more than $500,000. All right. In terms of my own personal flagship accounts, because flagship systems, I trade on a wider range of brokers to reduce the risk. As you might imagine, with a higher sum of money, I prefer to spread the risk. And with regard to the portfolio management for our clients, I think we have less. We have a few options, a couple of options, I believe, um, for you to choose from, if I remember correctly. In any case, these are some of my private, not the official portfolio, but private accounts here, as you can see, that have a little bit longer track record. And you can see some of their performances here, plus 233, plus 347. Monthly average here of 5.5, here of 7.7%. And each account will be a little bit different. And each account will have slightly better, slightly worse. But the average is often great. I typically have only one losing month in a year, and the loss is not more than 3 or 4% at the very max. And this is just two examples of accounts that are that I have and that are underlying that average that I showed you at the beginning. Remember this average here? It's plus 50 in the last 12 months. So these are some of those accounts that I'm trading and part of those average. All right, June 2024 performance of Athena EA. There we go. Up 120, plus 2.7%. This is from my FX book on the lead currency, of course, where we monitor and track all of our systems, also the ones that in the past have not worked out for us well and ended up in losses. So we are honest and share that too. It's all, you can find that in my FX book. Cronus EA, plus 66%, average of 3.87%. So you can see that the average is about 1% more than Athena. So great job. Also, the drawdown is a little bit lower with Cronus, 12% versus 28. So looking good. I like this EA. I have more capital on this than Athena EA myself, but Athena EA, of course, has a longer track record. What I don't like, compared to what I like about Cronus compared to Athena is that there's less risk in the grid approach, which is good. Hey, CA plus 50%. Our average monthly of plus 2.3%, drawdown a little bit higher at 32%. Hermes CA plus 27, monthly average is plus 2.7, drawdown at 33. ZUCA, higher drawdown and choppier equity curve, as you can see. And let alone ECS Live, of course, that's ultra super choppy and not interesting for real money or a lot of real money. So this is just a test account for us at the moment. But we're trying and seeing, but not working out that well, as you can see. All right, so track us on my FX book where we have all the transparency that traders should want and need. So, and now let's take a look at, as I promised, those Eurodollar and Bitcoin charts. So let me get that running. 1 second, folks. All right. So first of all, that Eurodollar then, okay? So yeah, we're looking at a triangle, and I think we're looking at the continuation of that triangle with this bounce. It's a confirmation of that we have a higher low. This looks like a swing up. This looks like a correction swing, but with some good momentum in that correction swing too. But as you can see, price stops at almost the 50 fib there with a pin bar on the weekly. That in turn created an upswing. I think we had an ABC up here and an ABC down, and now we're looking at an ABC up. So if we look at those swings, swing, 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 like that, I think that the bigger picture is that it's a triangle pattern with an A here wave A down. The B is the triangle, and I think we'll see a C down at this moment. Within B, I think we're looking at an A up, a B down. We're looking at a C up, then the D down, and E up, and then down we go. And I think that price should get somewhere to the minus 272 target, and then bounce up again towards these highs up in here. Now, if that's true, we're looking at a wave C of C at this moment, down for D and up in E to finish the triangle, and then we go down again to finish the bigger C. So we have an A here, the big A here, big B here of the triangle, and then a down for a big C. That big C will finish a larger A, B, C up. Okay. Within this big B, we have an A, B, C, D, E, and now we're in C of that triangle. Okay. So I hope that wasn't too confusing for you. Maybe next time I'll prepare letters. Didn't cross my mind, but basically this here is A. Right here. This is the B triangle I'm talking about. And this is the C this is the C right here. I'm talking about this ABC basically. And that will finish a correction. We should expect upside from after finishing it up ABC, because this is the bigger swing. That's the main swing up, correction, ABC correction, and then up we go again. So that's what I'm talking about. Maybe it's more clear now, ABC. And within that purple B, we're looking at a triangle with an ABCDE within that triangle. We're in the C probably of that triangle, and the C of that purple B triangle. Now, if that's not true, and we're looking at a triangle that breaks to the upside, in that case, this could be A, this would be B, this would be C. We're looking at the D now, down for E, and up we go. That would be the kind of bullish variant, okay? So that's something to keep in mind as well. All right, daily charts. We are, to me, this is ABC down, ABC up now at this moment. So I think the price should head towards the 110 zone, 111, one of these two, where we have a confluence of the minus 27 and 78, minus 272 target, Fibonacci target, and the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level, plus the minus 61.8 target and 88.6 Fibonacci ratio at around 111. So there's plenty of space still for upside. We've had, this breakout already here, here. So some of you might have been trading that push up already from earlier levels, maybe as a swing trade or intraday trading. Certainly was above these short-term moving averages, as you can see. This was choppiness, but once price started to move above it, bounced off of it and started to move above that, retraced with the shallow correction here back to those moving averages. You're definitely seeing some very bullish price momentum on the 4-hour and daily chart and 1-hour chart. So maybe, hopefully, some of you were able to capture that. At this moment, I think it's still space for upside. What could be the best level? In my view, it looks like we're finished a 5-wave. I hope that we would get some kind of wave 4 correction towards 108.50 or 108.18 towards these 23.6 Fibonacci retracement or 38.2. That would be an excellent bouncing spot, I think, for a move up. Of course, nothing is certain, but that's my best estimate and probability at this moment. And with a move up to 110 and 111. So I would wait for a little bit of a retracement in my view. All right. That's the euro dollar. And once it hits those levels at 110, 111, I expect a bearish bounce, probably at 110 already, to be honest. I wouldn't expect price to go up to 111, but 110, I expect price to fall again back down to let's see, the deeper fib. If this is a bearish triangle like I expect, it could fall all the way down to the 106.80 level here. If it's a bullish variant, it could fall down to 107.50, 108. So it depends. Let's see how if price rejects and it turns around and reverses at 110, and then if it does that first of all, and if it does, how far it can fall. All right, Bitcoin, BTC versus the US dollar. We've been in this correction. It was first a bull flag, then we had a break of the bull flag, but not a break of the previous top. We have kind of a quadruple top, or maybe on a higher time frame, it looks like a double top or a triple top. And certainly got a rejection from that 72,000 area. For move down to 55 was quite impulsive, quite strong. And I managed to get some nice earnings from this fall, which I traded with my own account. With live real money, of course, made a couple of thousand just on this move down here, trading it lower. I personally also bought a little in the long term buy from the 38.2 fib for just a long-term buy and hold kind of idea, not really a trade, more an investment, I would say, in my view. I mean, hoping for a continuation of that uptrend later this year. Looks like a pullback that I like, 38.2 fib there. So let's see, it's a small investment, so nothing much to lose here, but it looks like a wave 1, 2, 3. That's a 4. So let's see if it gets some traction here. There was a little bit of reaction here. Looking good so far. I like the pause. This could just be a pullback from our upside. We'll find out if that is the case. If price is able to break through this kind of resistance here and break above the 21 EMA zone, that would confirm my thinking. Until then, you never know if that's going to happen or not, I guess. But seems fine to me. I think that upside seems more likely. Of course, if it does fall over to the 50 fib, that would be a nice bouncy spot as well, because it's a 50 fib, first of all, but we also have a nice supply and demand zone here where we had price go sideways and up. So I think that should provide some support as well. Still, again, around that 50K level. So if we were to go lower, I might add a little bit again at the 50K as an investment, and I think that should do it as an upside. If it doesn't bounce there and it breaks below that, then that certainly would change my bullish kind of vision, and I would have to really reanalyze this Bitcoin again at that time. Seems unlikely to me, but because this really went far, this really looks like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 structure. Couldn't imagine it breaking below the 50. I mean, in theory, it could go as low as 61.8 fib and still be a wave 4. If it breaks below the 61.8 fib, it doesn't look like a wave 4 anymore, to be honest. It's theoretically possible as long as it stays above $32,000, because that's where the top is of wave 1. It would be odd though if it were to break below $44,000. So yeah, don't think so. If that happens, we'll probably have a new video by then. We'll have and review that again. All right, folks, that's it for now. Thank you for joining this webinar. We'll be back next month with a live update with our results in July. And take a look at these charts too. And wish you all a great trading, of course. A very nice summer for those in the Northern Hemisphere, at least. And see you next month. Cheers. Bye-bye.